How's everyone doing? A little bit of a slow start here, but getting it going here. But I hope you're doing well. And nice to see everyone. Armando Roca, how you doing? S. Babati, thank you. Evan Decker, thank you. Jess Quayle, nice to see you again. Oops, wrong chord. Do it again. Everything was good until that one chord. I was like, I was just a fret off. How's everyone doing? Just doing a pop-up live here. This is a great way of connecting with you all in this time zone where when I usually do my usual live stream. Usually there's a lot of people in different parts of the world that they're fast asleep and it's like morning for me, but this is a chance where I get to connect to the people who are awake, and it's nighttime for me. So welcome, glad you could be here. And I just put some new strings on this bass like about 20 minutes ago. I put some DR fat beams on here. So I'm just kind of getting them worn in a little. I mean, it will take a little bit, but they sound really nice. Nice singing higher register, especially on those higher chords, right? But beautiful for playing chords. I absolutely love these. Of course, the high beams, the DR high beams are my favorites. But for this bass, I just wanted to let me try something that's a little, has a little like tighter tension. So yeah. So S. Babati, I'm glad YouTube algorithm brought me here. Hey, it works, you know. When I encourage people to like and subscribe here, it puts my stuff in other people's algorithms. So, thanks for joining in for a bit, and thanks for subscribing. So I do live streams every single week on here. So and you're in the UK, so it's definitely doable for actually both the live streams. My usual one being on Thursdays at what is it? Well, since the US just went out of daylight saving, it's now going to be 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah. Jess, you just reminded me I need to replace my guitar strings. The strings on the new Ibanez are great, so I'll just leave them for now. My guitar ones have been on for 9 months, so time to get them off. Yeah, I mean, I typically will leave the strings. I will leave the strings on for a few months. At this point, probably 3 months tops on my 6 strings. That's usually a good time. I usually like that time frame for the strings. It's different for, different people. And I guess because I play my 6 strings more often, right? So it's going to be totally different. But some of my other basses, like this butterscotch back here, those strings have probably been on there for maybe almost 2 years, and those are some fat beams. I'll probably replace them at some point, but it's kind of, I kind of dig how it's been sounding. My red bass, the Ibanez fretless, that uses some fat beams on there as well, and I replaced those not too long ago. But this one, these are 20 minutes, probably 30 minutes old now. And that's what I love, and I've mentioned this before, I've always been a nickel wound player, but when I started playing DR strings, I switched to being a stainless steel player. Doing good, you know, for me they just do it right, which I really love. And so with these fat beams being stainless steel, they're not so grippy, because that was my problem with stainless steel from other strings, was that they were too textured, right? These have like a really good amount of just the good amount of give. And so these ones in particular, like I mentioned, they are more they're a little more stiffer, have like a higher tension, but they respond really well. You don't have to really force them, right? So they respond to a light touch if you do that. Mine is kind of in between. I just want to thank everyone. I just ended my Flash Halloween sale yesterday, and it went so great. It was thank you to those who bought courses and signed up for my bass coaching programs. It was so amazing to meet some new people and just have people reaching out to me saying that they got my one of my courses. So that was so amazing. So thank you to those who did. And of course, yeah, you can definitely get all my stuff, the resources, the links down below. You know, there's quite a good amount of resources there, courses, coaching programs, lessons, and all that. You can make use of that down below. But yeah, it was such a great weekend to do that. So thank you again. If you got any questions about bass playing, you know, this is this is what I love doing on the live streams is I do some playing, but I also love just nerding out about bass playing. Whatever it is, whether it's gear or concepts or techniques, or you got like questions on like how do you do this or whatever, or even any advice or anything that I can give, put it down in the chat, because this is a really nerdy space to do that. This is a bass safe space. Try saying that really fast. Bass safe space, bass safe space, bass. So if you got any questions, pop it down in the chat. So, got a bunch of questions going on here. So, Jess is saying, I ordered a new wireless unit. I bought the Boss WL50 a few months ago, but then it broke when I dropped my bass. Oh, that's right, I remember that. And then fixed it, but it wouldn't fit in the Ibanez because it's in the body. Okay, yeah, I mean, so are you putting wireless units in the body of the bass? Interesting. It's like some Angus Young kind of thing going on. Hypothetical radioactivated. Can you play guitar solos on the bass? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's been a bunch of guitar solos that I've transcribed on the bass. You could play any kind of solo on the bass. If you transcribe a solo, whether it's a saxophone solo, it's a piano solo, obviously you put it in the appropriate registers. With guitar solos, yeah, totally. I'm very influenced by a lot of guitar players, you know, and people like Jimi Hendrix, David Gilmour, course, you know, you get into for me, the people like Pat Metheny, Mike Stern, John Schofield, Alan Holdsworth, like the Joe Pass, Wes Montgomery, right? I mean, the list goes on. So many players, you know, Frank Gambale, right? So many people like who play guitar that have influenced me a lot in terms of like approaching my solos in that way as well. But also there's been horn players, you know, saxophone players like John Coltrane, Michael Brecker, Chris Potter, Kenny Garrett, trumpet players, Freddie Hubbard, Miles Davis, Roy Hargrove, so many players. And keyboard players for me, Bill Evans, Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, George Duke, Brad Meldau, Robert Glasper. Huge influences. You know, when you bring all that together into what you do, like that's how you can discover your own music. So to answer your question, yeah, I mean, it's totally possible. If you wanted your instrument to sound in that guitar register, you could use an effect, the pitch up effect, and put it there. There's a lot of cats who do that. So yeah, it is possible for sure. Sometimes it depends on what kind of vibe or tune is going on, and that's going to influence, you know, who I might want to kind of, you know, channel in a way. And then even vocalists as well. You know, Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, Joni Mitchell, Sarah Vaughan. You know, I mean, someone like Layla Hathaway, right? When there's good music, right? When someone is doing something really cool, you gravitate towards it, and you want to figure out, like, what is going on there? What is it? Just like, you know, for bass players, a lot of us gravitated towards what Jocko was doing, what Les Claypool was doing, what Chris Squire is doing, what Geddy Lee is doing, what Flea is doing, what Victor Wooten, what Thundercat is doing, whoever, right? We hear some cool things and we want to be like, what is it that they're doing, right? We try to figure it out. That's always how it's been, and that's how it always should be. It's important to in order for you to create your music, to create your sound, you need to know how it's been done. You need to have an idea on how people have done it. This is how things get passed down. This is how the continuation and the development of vocabulary and technical abilities and just the approach to art happens. That's just how it always is. This is what art is all about. So yeah. You're also asking, do one need more knowledge of music theory to play the bass than a guitar? No. Just like Jess Quayle is saying, I also started with zero knowledge of theory, and I was also learning a lot of things from listening to records, or you know, just anything that I'm listening to and I'm learning to play. But it was also, I was not understanding what I was playing, but I could pick up things really well. Like, I had really good ears, I have perfect pitch, and I didn't know what perfect pitch was. I just thought everybody had perfect pitch. It wasn't until later on that I figured out, oh, okay, it's, only a few people have it. But I could play all this stuff. I could play all these solos. I had really good ears. I could hear chord changes, right? But I didn't necessarily know the construction of like a major 7 chord or like arpeggios like that. I didn't know what a Lydian scale was, right? I didn't know what a ninth was. Anything like that. So to answer your question, no, you don't need more knowledge. I think to play any instrument, you just need to have the interest. You need to have the passion. You have to have the curiosity as well. For any instrument, whether you are starting for the very first time or you've been playing for many years, when you approach it with a childlike curiosity, a childlike exploration, that you're just like, you might be fixated on one particular thing and you just do that for like quite a while. That's really important, instead of trying to like do everything all at once. And that's something that can really help you in terms of really understanding help you understand the instrument, but also unlock even more of like your passion and love and joy on the instrument, right? It's the same way that you might have a keyboard and you like play around with the different sounds that are on the keyboard, right? They definitely spark your curiosity and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, I can do something with that, right? It's the same thing on the instrument, on any instrument. What I found was that I think, yes, theory is definitely something that is important. I think every musician should have a basic understanding of theoretical elements. It doesn't have to be like super like, learning counterpoints and all that, right? That can go there if you wanted to, but understanding scales and arpeggios, intervals, things like that, I think is really important. Understanding the construction of chords, understanding triads, right, in the different inversions. These are the basic things that we use to just play and make music. And these are sounds that, even if you're not right now in this moment, if you are not well versed in music theory, you've heard all of these sounds before in television, in your favorite songs, in your nursery rhymes as kids, right? That's the thing. And it's just what constructs music. That's just what it is. And speaking of which, and you probably see it down in the description box, I do have a basic music theory accelerator course that is available, and it's designed for bass players who, whether you are starting out for the very first time or you've been playing for a while, it's designed to just get you going with the basic stuff that I was just talking about. Because if you have that basic knowledge, then you can more or less play on any gig, more or less play in any kind of situation. You have the basics of being able to come up with arrangements and come up with compositions, and even figure out and understand what you were listening to as well. That's the really cool thing. enjoyed your English exam, Jess. Thanks for jumping on. All the best. In fact, you know, so over the years, I've had a number of students who've come to me who've been incredible, who are incredible players, who've been on these big gigs and all that. And when they would ask me for a lesson, I'll be like, "Well, what am I going to teach you?" They're like, "No, I need to get better at music theory because I don't understand certain things, and I feel like I'm just missing out." So, and it's literally been for a lot of these cats, because they know the instrument very well. They've been playing a lot. Within a month, they understood. They can understand the basics, because what I did was I just took the stuff that they're playing and the stuff that they already know, and just, okay, so what you did there, you played the Lydian right there. That's what it is. So doing that kind of thing, and just seeing the light bulbs and the gears turning in their heads is always an amazing thing. And so that's how I've always approached things, is take it with the things that you already know and that you've already heard and that you already play, and let's just actually I like to call it, let's put a name to the face, right? That's what it is. And that's a great way, because that's how I learned, right? That's how I figured things out. I can relate, I can remember things, remember the names of things by the association of what the sound comes from. Strings are still settling in, but they feel great. Just a touch, just bring it back up. I lowered the pickup down, but I think yeah, I think that's good. Just because the tension on these strings are a little different, so my attack is also going to be different. The way that's and I don't dig in very hard as well. I don't play very hard, nor do I play super light. I'm not playing. Because that actually requires, for me, it requires more force to be able to play lighter. That's the thing. So when I play at my balance point, yeah, that's feeling good. We'll see how it settles in over there. usually like when I'm playing on stage and all that, especially if I've just put on a new set of strings, I always have my, I mean, even in general, I always have my tools handy. So like the right screwdriver and the Allen wrench if I need to do a little truss rod adjustments. There's definitely been times where I've had to just go just a touch. Also, if I've just been traveling, maybe I'm in a different city or a different country, just had to adjust just a touch. And the cool thing about this bass is that you only need to do like in every element, whether it's like lowering or raising the pickups or the truss rod or the bridge. It just takes just a small little just a small little adjustment to really make a difference, which is really cool. And that's how it should be. It should be like that with an instrument that is easy to adjust and you can dial it in the way you need to. So yeah. Hey Clippy, thanks for joining on. How is New Skin? Oh man, I still haven't checked it out. I was busy with the sale this past weekend, man. That was really great. So got caught up in that, and plus with signing some new students. They've definitely been keeping me a lot of really busy. My students in my bass coaching program, they keep me busy, which I really love, and it's because they're sending me like videos and audios audio recordings of their playings, whether it's from gigs or rehearsals or even practice sessions, and I give them feedback. So it's really great to hear their progress and just give them feedback on their playing. And also just, it's so cool just hearing them all just really just being busy on the instrument. And I'm not talking about busy playing, but like putting in the time, putting in the effort, and really dedicating themselves. And I just absolutely love seeing it. And I love also hearing and watching any of the clips they send me from their gigs as well. And these are students from all over the world as well. I've a few in Europe, in Asia, America, the Caribbean, Australia. Like these are students, because obviously I can't be at their gigs in person, but this is the next best thing, and it's really cool to hear what they're working on, and also just listen and for certain moments as well. And I really enjoy it. So they've been keeping me really busy, which I absolutely love. It's just it always is such a great thing hearing just these incredible musicians just really leveling up in their playing from when we first started. So yeah. Also, I haven't played all day today as well, so I put new strings on, so I'm kind of just loosening up here a little more too. And the caffeine wore off earlier. Yeah. The thing about this bass I love is that it's the best instrument that I've ever played that has the best access to the last note on the instrument, So I absolutely love it. there. Thanks, Cliffy. Yeah, if you want to check out the coaching options, the link is down below in the description box. You can also go to basswithbenjamin.com, but I have all the options laid out there, with the pricing and all that. But I just last week, I added a new option to the coaching program, and it's a 3-month intensive where we work either every single week for 30 minutes or every 2 weeks for 60 minutes, right? The choice is yours. But that's what we do in the intensive program. We have our one-on-one sessions, and this is great for those who just want to have that constant guidance of like, okay, let's just work on this little bit right here, and let's just do that, and then next week let's come back to that and let's continue on, because everyone is totally different for how they like to get education, especially when it's like learning an art form. I've definitely had different experiences with different teachers and mentors over the years that have, worked, things that have worked for me. And by doing it like this, I have different options that definitely, it works for a lot of different people, which is really cool. And I like to have flexibility, and to really just help you out. That's the whole point of what Bass with Benjamin is, and what the coaching program is like, everyone is not the same in terms of their development and their learning and in their journey as well. I'm just that person that is here to guide you and help you figure it out the way that works for you, and to ensure that you do get progress, you get results, and that's, you have someone that is listening to your playing and is giving you feedback and holding you accountable to your goals. That's the whole point of what I do. And this is something that has just been a new love of mine, other than playing the instrument, performing. But this has been something that has just been such an enjoyable thing. Gives me so much joy. Just like with doing these live streams as well. So if you're interested, you want to know more, just have a look down below and in the description box. Or if you want to get just a one-off, one-on-one lesson for 30 minutes or 60 minutes, you can also, there's also that option as well. So a lot of options, really flexible for just about everyone. So I always forget that this bass doesn't have 24 frets, it only has 22. Nice. My wonderful bass, named Blondie. I'll try to play this. Speaking of guitar players, I'll actually play a guitar player song. little bit of Pat Metheny there. Cirebon. Such a beautiful tune. How you doing, Chicken Dip Update? I love that name. I mean, that's just Nick, right? Nick Santana. By the way, New Skin was on Science with Dirk. Oh, okay. I gotta go back and revisit those albums again. And, you know, it was that same time. I think this was probably, it was like when I was 12, 13 years old when I was listening to those. But this was the age of when people were burning CDs. I'm not talking about, you know, lighting them on fire. You know, we had CD burners in our computers. Oh well, not everyone did at that time, but we all knew a person that did, right? And so I remember a buddy of mine gave me those Incubus CDs, the burnt copies, and you know, it didn't have any of the track information on it, right? So I didn't know what the names of songs were. All it said was just Incubus. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, this sounds great. I wish I knew the names of the songs. But hey, you know, that was a whole time in itself, right? Mini disc. I didn't have a mini disc. There was some people I knew who did, and I guess there were a bunch of musicians who did, and they were using that for recording and all that. But they were kind of sensitive, weren't they, the mini discs? Right? But I didn't have a mini disc player, nor did I ever use them. I think the first time that I ever saw a mini disc was one of my school teachers. I mean, when I was 10, it was like, so I just got this new thing. Look, it's, you know, it's like a tiny CD. And we were all like, whoa, you know. Oh, so it's so cool. How you doing, Sandy Bain? Thank you. And yeah, the groove line is a very underappreciated instrument indeed. It really is. This thing is a whole thing in itself. And so Jordan from Contortionist makes great use of it. Oh man, I don't know Jordan from Contortionist, so I should go check it out. I'm always down to hear another groove line player, because that was the thing. There wasn't a whole lot of. It's always cool when I come across a groove line player, just anywhere, like on social media and all that. But in terms of, you know, people using it in who currently use it, you know, in their bands and all that, and use it actively, I haven't come across a lot of players. I'm always looking for cats. So thank you for that recommendation. I'll go check out Jordan from Contortionist. As you know, so the groove line. You guys have heard me talk about the groove line a lot. I mean, I made a whole video on it. You know, and these really are one of, in my opinion, dare I say it? I say it. They're the best basses that Ibanez ever made. They really are. And I've played a lot of Ibanez basses, but these are just a whole other league of its own. Especially, I mean, the 6-string. These things, they were just too, in a way, they were just too ahead of their time or something. No one appreciated them at first. They really didn't. And I'm not gonna lie, when the first time I saw it, I was just like, oh, it's an interesting looking instrument. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, look at it. It's obviously a very different type of body shape, but when I sat down and played it, I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Really does. And it was that red bass right there that was the first groove line that Ibanez gave to me, and I was like, oh, okay, there's something special. There's something going on with this instrument. It just felt like it felt like unlike any other bass I'd ever played. And the other thing too that really sold me on it was that they put the pickups, these stacked humbuckers essentially. So, but they act like single coils, except without the hum or the buzz. But they put them in the 60s jazz bass spacing, which is like that's my vibe, you know? So you get that jazz bass sound, and especially like if you want to get a modern jazz bass sound, that's what it is. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, they were really going for this kind of mix of traditional elements with this modern ergonomic kind of thing. But it just, I think the look of it turned off a lot of people. It really did. But for me, it worked really well, and has always. I mean, these are like just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this instrument alone has really just it can do anything. It really can, you know. But I have a video here on my channel. Check it out. All right. What did I call it? Are these the forgotten Ibanez basses? Because in a way they are. Because there's a lot of people who have been like, "Whoa, what is that? Is that what kind of Ibanez is that?" I remember even one time when I was at Stanley Clark's house, and he was looking at this because he actually in the 80s he had a few Ibanez, custom basses that were made for him that were based off of the Ibanez musician basses and the musician, because those kind of have that alembic vibe, right? So Ibanez had made a few custom ones for him, but when he saw this, he was like, "Whoa, that's an Ibanez." I was like, "Wow, that thing sounds great." And he's like, "I've never seen an Ibanez look like that before." So that was really cool. We were going on here. Sandy Bain, chicken dip update, which is just Nick. What can we do to get you a featured player on the Ibanez page, IG, YouTube? It's be a good excuse to your boss. Test more basses. Well, yeah, and actually I have, put that bug in their ear as well. So just stay tuned, okay? But I would do. There's actually quite a few. There's quite a few videos that I did for Ibanez. Some of them are still up on the Ibanez YouTube page. This is like 10 years ago. So when they first unveiled their multi-scale bass, I did the first demo video of it, and the bass that I'm playing in the video is the first ever prototype of the bass. It was a sound gear that they had made in the Los Angeles custom shop of this multi-scale concept. And also in that same video shoot, I also did I did a video for their short scale, the Volo, the BTB Volo. So their short scale BTB 5-string bass. They now have a 5 and a 6-string version. But this one, it had like a ramp and all that. It was, I think, 33-inch scale. You know, it was tuned E to C. Really cool little instrument. I didn't have a whole lot of use for it just because I was mainly just playing my six string and all that. But they provided me with these instruments like a month before doing this video shoot so that I could get used to it, and I used them on some gigs and all that, which is really cool. I think I played the multi-scale bass a little more than the other one, just because it was the gigs that I was doing. It was just a little more practical, and especially with when I play a five string, I usually go B to G. Years ago, I definitely messed around with E to C, but I'm all about that low B string, right? And if I want to play a high C, then of course I'll play a six string bass, and which is what obviously is my main instrument. But they were great instruments, and those videos are still up on the Ibanez YouTube channel. And also, when they first came out with those kind of semi-acoustic basses that they did, so they just use the piezo pickups, right? So they have fretted and a fretless version of them, 5-string and 4-string. So I did that as well. Now with those, they didn't provide me with those prior to doing the video shoot. I just showed up and I brought my bass rig with me. I just showed up and I was like, all right, cool. I just plugged it in, and I brought a drummer friend with me as well. And we were just jamming. We were just playing. We were just having fun, and they're just filming and recording it. That's what they were doing, and it worked out pretty well. And and then they had me, just talk about like the main features on the instrument. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of those, and so I let them know. They're like, hey, I'm totally down to do that. And when I was doing that, I would go because I was living in Los Angeles, so I'd go to their custom shop, their LA headquarters, and film it. We'd film it there. They got like a big studio and all that, so it made sense to do that. But obviously, I could totally do it in here, right? So, but stay tuned. That's definitely something that might be a possibility in the future. Sandy May, not gonna lie, it has a face only a mother could love. Exactly. Right. Amazing. It really is. And and this is the thing, I've since I've been playing these instruments, no one has ever commented on when they've seen me play it. No one has ever commented. I always say like, oh man, that's a that's such a ugly looking bass. I mean, who knows what they're saying when I'm not around. But people, I've always had really great compliments of this instrument, not only its sound, but like, wow, that's such a beautiful bass. That's a beautiful instrument. Even people who are like not really like gear nerds or anything, like they're looking and they're like, wow. And it really is. And even my red 5-string fretless groove line. These are just absolutely beautiful. That's the thing. The finish that they did on it and just the woods they used is just absolutely beautiful, and they're just so well balanced. The only con about this bass is that it's very heavy. Not as heavy as like one of the old PV basses or like an alembic bass, but this bass does have some weight to it. It is pretty heavy, um, and but I think it's also why it sounds incredible. It has a great fat, punchy tone, really warm, beautiful sound. But also, like if you do want to, brighten it up, you want to do the Marcus thing. It does that beautifully as well. So that it's just such a versatile bass. It really is. Gets so many different sounds. You want to do the P bass thing, you know. And yeah, if you do manage to find a groove line, get it and keep it. Do not give it away. And especially if you've managed to get yourself a 6-string version, even like that is a unicorn. Make sure you just hang on to it. Whether they're gonna, bring them back again, I have no idea. I keep asking, but they're like, never say never. That's what they say. So I play along to something. But this has been a nice kind of chill little session here. I appreciate people hanging out, and if you got any questions, pop it down in the chat. Anything you want to know about bass playing, whether it's techniques, gear, anything, even like stuff to do with gigging and recording, anything like that, just pop it down in there. And this is why I do this, to help out, to give just my take on things, and also to just inspire people. I mean, this is inspiring doing this, and talking with you all, and also learning things too. Like already I am going to be revisiting Science from Incubus, and I'm going to check out Jordan from Contortionist, because there's another groove line player there. So I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna play along to a tune here. Let's see. Since I've been playing a lot of soloing kind of stuff, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play some bass, because that's what I love to do. There's nothing like just playing some time, just playing. This is one of the, other than playing melodies and chords and all that, I get a lot of joy from just playing just time, just being the glue in the back, right? That's the one of the coolest things about playing this instrument. And I know there's a lot of my drummer friends who feel the same way about playing drums, like when they're just sitting in the pocket right there, and it's just a well-oiled machine. Like, it's the same thing on the bass. I get that feeling too. Nick is asking, have you decided on a multi-effect pedal yet? No, definitely not. And I've actually kind of put that off for a bit. I'll revisit that soon. I'm also curious to see what might be unveiled, in a few months at the NAMM show, right? So that's always a thing too. But at some point, I'll definitely revisit that again. I think, there was that one week where I was just kind of like all about it. But it's not like I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But other priorities have taken place, right, since then. But I'll come back to that. But definitely, I'm still really impressed by the that Boss, the Boss one, and even just the Line 6 Helix as well. The Valaton one looks pretty cool too. So there's quite a few things that I'm like, oh, the only way that I would know which one I would like is to try it, right? Is to just try it out and see which one is cool. So yeah, I'm gonna play a tune here. This is actually by a cool UK band who are not together anymore, but some of you might know this was a band called Brotherly, which I absolutely love. I'm going to play one of their tunes called True. So here we go.
When will you be yourself to me? I need to see yourself. It's something that I need to see. You ought to show yourself. Baby, show yourself to me. Why won't you show yourself to me?
Oh man, trying to keep that up the whole way. I got to play. I've played that a few times actually. The first time I played it was I did a like 10 or so years ago. I did a big birthday bash, a big birthday concert, and I had like all kinds of special guests. I mean, a lot of special guests. We actually ran out of channels on the board, so we had to use the keyboard player's little mixing board, his that he uses to sum, all um, his keyboards in there. We had to use that as like to put more channels in. It was hilarious. It worked in the end. It was hilarious. But I got to we played that tune, and I had incredible vocalist musician Emily Elbert singing. I had some backing singers. Um, who do I have? It was Aaron Haggerty on drums. I had my buddy Neil Cogan on guitar. Um, Dominic Xavier Taplin, who's a good friend of mine, he was playing keyboards. Um, and yeah, backing vocalists. I had for that one. There was two of them: Bianca McClure and Laura Jean Anderson. It was a lot of fun. I do have a video of it, so maybe at some point I'll put it up on my socials. And it came out really well. We played it. It was so cool. So that track that was by a band called Brotherly, and that one is called True. And this is a record that they did. It's called One Sweet Life. This is a record they did. This is probably like mid 2000s now that they did that. Really great album. That first track, the first track from that album is incredible, and especially it's just a total music jazz nerd lovers like heaven, especially like the chords and all that, and the going through the different metric modulations and all that. It's a lot of fun. A lot of drummers just nerd out over that one, which is really cool, and it's a great track. So the album One Sweet Life, if you get a chance to check it out, definitely do. And the bassist, and who's also the co-leader, Robin Malachi. He incredible musician. From what I understand, he plays in Jacob Collier's band and has done so for a number of years now too. So yeah, really great. But I didn't really know much about them at all. I really didn't until a drummer hit me to them, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. And then I just couldn't stop listening to the whole record. It was so cool. It was so hip. I'm gonna play another tune here. I'm gonna play a tune by a great musician friend of mine, string player, composer, arranger. This is Miguel Atwood Ferguson, and who's a good buddy of mine, and we've played so many cool things together. I've played a lot of his music, and he's played on some of my gigs. He actually was on my birthday bash as well. But I'm going to play a tune of his here that I absolutely love called Kairos. And this is a live version of this tune that from a Blue Whale gig. Blue Whale was a club in Los Angeles that I used to play at quite a lot. And so I'm going to play here Kairos. Just beautiful tune, beautiful melodies, and just some really cool things going on. A lot of interplay. So yeah, having a lot of fun here. So here we go. Let's play Kairos. That's a wild one. That one, that's how it would be on the gigs. We would just take it any which way. We would take it wherever it would go. It would go all kinds of places. Um, and there'll be times where it's just like, where is the time? But then we would just fall back in. That's the thing, especially for that section. You know, the which is in 7. It's in 7/8, right? Which is just such a great chord progression. Absolutely love it. Miguel Atwood Ferguson, I mean, just the genius of him, just incredible player. And I met Miguel through Mark de Clivelow, another incredible musician, utilizing electronics and live remixing and all that. But I met Miguel through Miguel through Mark, which is really cool. So yeah, well, cats, I think that's it for tonight. We've been on here for almost 2 hours, so I appreciate you all hanging out. This has been really cool, just nice and chill tonight. Tonight for me, at least. For some of you, it's probably like lunchtime. But But, just nice to do a little pop-up here, just connect with some folks here, answer some questions, do some playing and all that, especially new strings and all that. Always play along to some tunes, which is always fun. And just encouraging you all to just play your instrument, just play bass, have fun in whatever you're doing, and whatever I can do to help you as well. Feel free to reach out to me, whether it's through social media, like on my Instagram, or even through my website, basswithbenjamin.com. And all the links to everything that I do is down below. Courses, coaching programs, if you want to get a one-on-one, just one-off lesson with me, 30 minutes or 60 minutes, the choice is yours. There's a lot of flexible options for you down there as well. So check that out, and don't forget to like and subscribe here to my channel, because as we saw earlier, someone mentioned that, like, hey, my live stream just randomly popped up in their algorithm. And so it works. And this has been the case for a lot of people who have been regulars here and who have subscribed to me. This just helps gets my content and my feed in other people's algorithms and their YouTube feeds. And also, you get to know when I go live or when I post some cool stuff. And so make sure you check out the videos that I have. A really great interview that I did with my mentor and one of the greatest drummers in the world, Mr. Peter Erskine. That whole interview is up on my channel here. And so make sure you go check that out. And definitely check out some of the other videos I have about the groove line and my other some of my other instruments. But thank you again, everyone. I appreciate you hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. I'll be back again for my weekly live stream later this week. It'll be on Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So because the USA have also, most of the USA have ended their daylight saving, so of course it's going to be at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. So if you've been hanging around here, definitely come by for that one as well. That's the main one that I do. But thank you again, everyone, wherever you are. All the best, be safe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, night, wherever you are. And I'll see you again soon. All right? Take care.